implemented as it's implemented today.
Mm-hmm. Now, again, we're perhaps getting ahead of ourselves a bit here, but Brady Storm has asked this question: how can we be sure CBDC won't turn into programmable money the government can use to control over what we can spend and what we can spend it on? Now, my investigations, preparing for this webinar, is that I didn't get the sense that any of these central banks are really looking at programmable CBDCs. They'd much rather leave it to commercial providers to do that, because that'll be one of the ways in which they seek competitive advantage in the marketplace. So I did see the Monetary Authority in Singapore is kind of looking at that very issue. Should their CBDC be programmable? The Bank of England, on the other hand, specifically rules out a programmable digital pound because it would make it, unlike notes and coins, it would no longer be uniform.
Yes.
But it must be very tempting for governments to say, well, we're going to give you some money in social security payments, but you're not allowed to spend it on tobacco and alcohol.
That comes back to trust, I think, to some extent, one of that central criteria. I think that's one of the reasons that the bank have taken the approach they have, where programmability will exist, but only, as you say, at the payment interface provider level, not at the central bank level.
Mm-hmm.
I think Christine Lagarde made the point that if there was programmability at the ECB in that case, it would be more of a voucher or token rather than a central bank digital currency in that respect. So I think both for Europe and for the UK, there will be no programmability at the central bank side. But as you've said, it's core, I think, to innovation at the intermediary side.
And how just Keith, on a narrow question, how important is the question of safety with programmability? These smart contracts can get hacked, can't they? Is that a live discussion in the Bank of England